This tale speaks of a young lady living in a world that is cruel and shady. She meets an angel who shows her of all the true values she knew. Coming upon the angel, the saint smiled, and her face was graceful. The girl hears her elegant voice floating down from above her and rejoice. It called out saying, "Why don't you stop your foolish playing and do some real good?" And the girl did as she knew she should. The angel spoke again, "Follow the path when you get lost every now and then." So on her merry way she went, till she met a poor beggar, her money all spent. "Please, dear," she said, "do you have a penny to spare?" The angel whispered her will to the girl, and it was to share. And the girl gave a few coins to the woman, and left saying, "I've done all the good I can." Next her guardian led her to an old lady who struggled in her hobble across the street. And the angel commanded the girl to steady her feet. So the girl did as she was told, and proclaimed that she had a heart of pure gold. The woman thanked her as she went, the young one's feet skipping along the cement. So she walked her way, yelling so loud that all could hear her say, see me, so good and pure. I will be going to heaven for sure." Her eyes then wandered to a quivering bundle across the road, and quickly to the lump she strode. There she found a starving child, and when she saw his pale face, she smiled. He looked towards her angel and asked for a lime, and the child would be grateful for all time. He praised the girl for her good deed, and the girl strolled off, leaving the child to feed. The girl exclaimed to all who would hear, "Know of my kindly acts and hold them dear. I should be admired by everyone, for my good work has just begun." She set off once more, but her feet were getting quite sore. She wandered to the park, but it was getting dark. Behind a tree something was hid. Upon looking, she found that it was a little kid. The guardian angel once again whispered into her ear, and the girl knelt by the child as she trembled in fear. "Come on, let's go find your mother, or maybe we'll find your big brother." She held on to the small girl's hand and helped her stand. She saw a young woman sitting on a bench, and felt the child's small hand clench. "Hello, ma'am, is this your daughter?" She said, "Yes, of course, come on, let's go get some water." The woman took the small girl's hand and said, "Thank you," and then the girl left saying, "Adieu." Later that evening, she fulfilled her service by going to her church with a purpose. When she knelt by the altar, she knew what to say, and bowed her head, beginning to pray. "Dear Lord, you have seen my great philanthropy, and you know I am of good morality. Today I have helped a lost child, a crippled woman, a starving child, and a beggar. I could not have done better. I've done all I could, and what I could was good." Out of the shadows of that dark chapel room was a solemn priest intending to bring her to her doom. "You have done no good," he chimed. "You were too quick leaving to notice the boy choking on your lime, or that your money was used by the beggar to buy a gun, or that you led the old woman to her downfall and her existence was done. And you should have known better than to give children to strange women. Now that little girl will never be seen again." His panic had grown all throughout his speech, and by then he never again wanted to preach. He fell to his knees in a violent tumble, and the girl knelt beside him so he could hear her mumble. Her voice was so soft-spoken that it could be scarcely heard, but to the holy man's amazement he could hear every word. "O spokesman of God, do you think my goodness is flawed?" He answered sadly, "Oh sweet girl, take it as you may, but you are not good at all, I am afraid to say." He looked into her eyes, but to his shock they were not sad. "Oh, Mr. Priest, I am quite good at being bad." In his surprise, he failed to notice her knife, and with one quick stab, she ended the holy man's life. The angel then appeared, looking at the man with great scorn, and she no longer had a halo, but a devil's horn. She said to the girl, "You have done well, young one. It is because of your actions that we have surely won. One day you shall join me in hell. But till that day, I wish you well." The girl's fallen angel then left her too, but she was not discouraged. There was still much evil to do.